Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's the end of the month and you know that means that it's time for a brand new bullet journal setup for August. I always use my bullet journal a bit less during the summer months, so I'm feeling kinda excited to be getting back to journaling and organizing everything. For my August theme, I wanted to do something summer related, since August still is a summer month, so I picked this camping or backpacking theme. And starting from my cover page, first of all, I have to say that this theme turned out a bit more drawing heavy than I would normally do, and I was kind of stepping out of my comfort zone a bit, since I don't consider myself to be that good at drawing super detailed things, but yeah, it's nice to try out different things every once in a while. So on the cover page I drew this like a campsite with the tent and the trees behind it, and for all of the black lines I used a really thin fineliner, and I actually did the outlines a couple of times to get this sketchbooky feeling. Then I colored in the tent and the trees and did some details to the ground, and I also drew the moon and some stars above the camp. I decorated this page with different washi tapes and these small circular stickers, and then moved on to the monthly calendar page. My monthly calendar for August is again this big 2-paged standard grid calendar with 5x5 boxes. Lately I've been seeing people do these really beautiful gingham patterns in their notebooks, and I also wanted to give it a try. So above the calendar I drew the pattern to be a background for the days of the week. And first of all, it was so relaxing to do this pattern, and I could draw these to my notebook just for fun. And also I feel like it turned out so cute and so perfect for this theme. Since the calendar was a big one, I decided to write the header vertically to the left side, and inside the calendar there were some of those empty boxes that I covered up with washi tape. Next up we have my August goals page, and if you have watched my previous videos, this is the layout that I like to do every month basically. What I realized is that for me it's easier to stay motivated with achieving my goals if the achievements are more than just a checked box. So this month I drew the box for the goals, and above it I have a night sky, and this time the achieved goals are going to be trees and eventually a small forest. And next to that, I'm doing my content planner. I've been pretty inactive on my Instagram account lately, but I'm trying to get back to posting a bit more on August. And for that, I definitely need a space to plan out the content. The layout that I like to do is really simple and could be used for so many other things like school or work if you're not a content creator yourself. Under this mini calendar I had some space to do a little decoration, so I decided to draw these cute wooden signs. we are moving on to my sleep log. In the past couple of months, my sleep log has been looking kind of terrible, and although I obviously love to be on vacation, one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to going back to work is to get my sleeping schedule back to normal. So I'm doing my regular sleep log layout with the days on the left side and time on top. I added some of that green Tombow color and the washi tapes to the sides. Next we have my productivity tracker that I like to have near the sleep log because I know that my sleeping affects my productivity. For the header, I used my typewriter stamps that you know I love, and for the actual tracker, I had this cute idea to make this rectangle. And what I'm going to do with this is that for each day, I will draw a horizontal or a vertical line with the color that indicates my productivity level that day. And in the end of the month, they should look like a gingham pattern. Moving on to my habit tracker. As you may have noticed, I totally fell in love with the gingham pattern, so I'm using it again as a background for my individual trackers. So I made this one almost full page pattern, and after I had finished it, I grabbed an old notebook and I cut out 6 of these 7 by 7 squares and glued them on top of the pattern. Next to this habit tracker, I did a quote page with a drawing of this cute little backpack and some leaves and branches behind it. And the quote says, "Travel, the only thing you can buy that makes you richer." And although we haven't been able to travel to other countries in a while now, I still feel like taking a trip to a nearby city or even a little picnic in the woods or something is going to make you richer. On the next spread, I'm doing my August memories, and this is again one of those pages that has stayed pretty much the same for months. But I have been thinking that I'd like to do something about this page, maybe a little redesign or even a completely new layout. For the days of the week, I used these stamps, but I didn't check if there would be enough space to use them, and it turns out that there wasn't. So the days of the week are a bit cramped, but that's fine. And finally, we have my first weekly spread for August. You know, I've been going back and forth with the pre-made weekly spreads and rolling weeklies, and I still don't know which works the best for me, so I guess I'm going to keep changing up the system when I feel like it. Anyway, I kept everything really simple with this spread. I just used all the colors from my this month's color palette and tried to make all the headers more decorative because after all the spreads I wasn't really feeling like drawing anything anymore. I used the same washi tapes as you have seen me use throughout this setup, and then finally I added the weekly tasks section to the right side. And that is it for my monthly setup for August, and the only thing left is to see the final flip through. If you enjoyed my video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!